Let me be honest with you. When I got into 200 level and started anatomy properly, it was really not easy for me. It was really, if I should tell you that anatomy was easy for me in anatomy, I'm definitely lying to you. I used to read, and still forget everything. So in this video, I'm not just talking about theory. I'm sharing how I personally studied anatomy and stopped forgetting as someone who has been through it. When I started anatomy, I treated it like every other course. I was reading plenty pages, cramming notes, and waiting for exams. But anatomy humbled me. So I realized that reading alone was not working, especially after listening to my lecturers and seeing how questions were set. That was when I had to change my approach. One mistake I made early was trying to memorize everything. I wanted to know all the names, all the terms, all at once, everything, all the nerves, the muscles, everything at once. But anatomy is not about cramming. It's about understanding structure and meaning. So once I stopped rushing and stopped reading blindly, things began to change for me. I started studying structure with purpose. I realized that every structure has a reason. Yet, instead of just knowing this is the liver, I asked, why is it shaped this way? Why is it located here? So once I started asking why, anatomy started making sense to me. And another thing that helped me also is the use of diagram. Honestly, diagrams saved me. Even when I didn't have models, I used pictures, like all these anatomy textbook pictures, atlas, and the rest. So I kept looking at diagrams again and again. Anatomy is just all about pictures, it's just all about visualization, visual. If you don't see it, you will forget it. So it's not just about coming to tell somebody this hand, this is the heart, this is the structure of the heart. So you have to like show the person, because sometimes you might not remember what that person might tell you, but the pictures will actually sink to you. Another thing that will also help you to read anatomy and not to forget it is you studying in small quantity. Not It's not just all about reading large, reading big, but reading small, like breaking anatomy down into smaller pieces. Instead of trying to finish a whole topic in one day, rather you study one region, one organ, one part. So that reduced stress and improved retention. So it's not just all about coming to just want to read everything in one day or in one week. You want to finish anatomy in one week. It's impossible. Anatomy is something that you read every day, every day, every day. And this is what my Professor Salu, actually used to always tell us, and I think he asked the MBBS student to be doing that every day. The MBBS student every blessed day, every like they grouped themselves into different groups, and they make sure that every day they meet for a review, for anatomy review, or yeah, for anatomy review precisely. So anatomy is something that you got to be reading every day, not just one day you want to wake up. So another way to that will help you to study anatomy without forgetting is you testing yourself like an examiner. Like, learn to test yourself. After reading, close your book and ask, can I explain this to someone? Can I draw this from memory? If you couldn't explain it, then it's really going to be difficult for you. So it's about you understanding, not just cramming or taking everything in bulk. So after everything, just try to like explain to someone, or try to explain it to yourself, even to war and all of that. Like my 400 level comprehensive anatomy exam, this thing helped me. When I was in 200 level, I remember learning how to draw the humerus, all these structures, clavicle, and all of that. So I think the humerus came during the comprehensive exam, and I did not even read it when I was reading comprehensive, but because of what I did in my 200 level, I remembered it, and so that is how it is. It's something that have to stick to your head, not just cram. And also from my lecturers, I learned something very important from them. They don't test how much you read, they test how well you understand anatomy. That is examiner for you. So once I started studying with understanding in mind, my confidence improved. So you just have to start studying with understanding so that you can improve your confidence. So it's not just about how large you read, how well you read, but it's how you understood what you are reading that matters. If you're in 200 level or even final year and anatomy feels overwhelming, I understand you. I'm actually talking from experience. I can relate with everything that you are passing through right now. You are not dull, you are not behind, you just need the right approach. That is just it. If I could get better with anatomy, you can too. You too, you can actually get better. So I'll be sharing more anatomy video based on my experience as a student to help others understand better and pass exams. So if this video helped you, please like, share and subscribe. And let me know in the comment section which part of anatomy you find most difficult so we can actually tackle it. So thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for liking. Thank you for subscribing. Bye.